Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Mysticle here, and as if you couldn't tell, I have absolutely lost my mind. So you guys know that I normally upload daily, however for the last few days I haven't been uploading daily, and some people thought that I had died. Well, let me tell you, I'm not dead, but I have had something happen to me that I take as equally bad as death. Let me tell you the story. I think it was 2 days ago, I asked my Discord server whether I should make a VR game. They said yes. So, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're all staying safe. Today, we're gonna go through the story of how I wasted 2 days of my life. Because I thought it was a great idea to do this with zero knowledge in either Unity or Unreal Engine. No knowledge in any of those. I tried a few times and gave up within a few minutes. How hard can it be? Basically, the plan was to make a VR game in under 24 hours, and Unity being the only game studio making thing that I was familiar with, that's the one I went for. As you can probably tell, things didn't go to plan. So the first 24 hours, I was struggling, trying to get Unity to work, trying to even get a character to actually chase after me. After a bunch of attempts of me trying to code in C#, because that is the language Unity uses, I decided, you know what? No. I refuse, because that was 24 hours of my life, and what I had gotten done was absolutely disgraceful. I pretty much had the VR character within the game, and then I had something chasing it. But I had no way of having anything interact with anything. Every time I tried to get the slightest little thing to interact with the VR character or with the enemy, I would fail. And that is because I have zero knowledge in coding. That is just the truth. I look at the numbers, I look at the letters, and I'm like, excuse me? So I decided, you know what, there has to be another game engine that could possibly make this work. So yesterday at 8 p.m, the 24 hours started again, and it's not even 8 p.m. yet, so I actually managed to do this in less than 24 hours. I switched to Unreal Engine. After Epic Games Launcher trying to kill me multiple times by not allowing me to install it for no reason in particular, I actually managed to get it installed. Launching it for the first time made my PC blue screen and run out of CPU. Yes, you can run out of physical CPU, it just disappeared. So I turned on my computer again, and this time it worked for some reason after loading for like half an hour. Yeah, you know, Unreal Engine, big software, I'm not going to judge it too hard. So I jumped right into it, watching a bunch of tutorials. Switching over from Unity to the blueprints option was actually not too hard because I had zero knowledge in any of them, to be real with you. I just kind of gave up. But let me tell you, even though Unreal Engine uses C++, which is a much harder coding language than C#, this was a breeze. And I managed, after watching hours of tutorials, I actually managed to learn how to use the blueprints option, and I'm happy to say that I was going through all of that without any more tutorials, which I'm really happy about. I'm super proud of that. So first we hopped into the sample app for VR, which looks ugly as all hell and has no enemies. It basically just allows you to move around, see how everything works. You have two options, either the motion controller or the gamepad. So, you know, of course I chose the motion controller one. And basically you have a bunch of cubes that you can later play around with, change the meshes, etc. So here's what I did first. I spawned myself in an enemy, and once I had that enemy in, I learned how to use the blueprints option to make that enemy chase me, which actually was so much easier than Unity. So now I have an enemy that chases me. Perfect. Now let's make it attack me. Adding some animations, a little here and there, and boom, now we have an enemy attacking me. Of course, it's not taking away any health yet or anything like that, but I was way too far off to do anything like that. So now, having the enemy chase me around, animating to attack me, let's work on actually having health. Now, this was the hardest part of everything. A bunch of variables, bunch of floats, a bunch of things that I had no clue even existing, but added a bunch of things to the blueprints, made the character take health damage when I attacked it using floats. Yes, they're called floats. And I set a collider so that when a cube touches the zombie character, it dies. But of course that wasn't good enough, we had to make it have health, so now you have to hit it 4 times in order for it to take damage. Then I did the same thing for our character when we get hit by the zombie, when it's up close to a collision to a perimeter sphere, I think I added. Then you take damage and you have to take, I think, 5 times. Yeah, I think it's 5 times you take damage and you die. And there is no reset, so you just die and you have to quit the game. That's it, just hardcore mode all along. So we're in. Let's add a few things. So I glorified the map, added a few benches, added a few lighting, changed things around, added some textures, made it look beautiful, and added an axe. Because of course you need a weapon to attack these guys. I found an issue. When you step on them, they also kill you. So I had to make them disappear pretty fast. So you have 2 seconds and they disappear. And then I added a character spawner. So I made the enemies spawn every, I think, 5 seconds. So you basically have an infinite amount of enemies to kill. And if you don't kill them, your PC is going to crash. So have fun. So then I decided to get a little bit more creative. And I actually ended up adding a particle system from the built-in assets that came with the project, which was pretty damn cool. I always enjoy when stuff is shoved literally underneath my nose so that I don't have to go looking for it. And I added an explosion effect every time you hit one of the zombie robots. Not only that, but I also managed to get some sound assets in there, which were also given to me with the project. The thing is, this was one of the first times I was actually using the blueprint system on my own, so I was pretty damn proud of that. So the sound effects are there. There's an explosion effect every time you hit a zombie, but because I had no sleep, I forgot to record audio when I was doing the recording, so you guys won't actually get to hear it unless you manage to fire up the game yourself, which in itself is a feat. But yeah, so we did that, and I'm happy to say the game is complete. Is it a good game? Absolutely not. And I can't even export it. If you guys want to play it, I have it, but when I try to launch it, Steam VR just goes, nope, can't have that. And Oculus VR goes, nope. Black screen. So if you guys want to play this, it's going to be available on the Discord. It's not a good game, okay? So why don't we jump into my first game? So there you have it. My beautiful game. Is it a good game? Absolutely not. But I've spent 24 hours straight on this. I've had 0 sleep. It was actually 48 hours. I've had 3 coffees today morning, and I regret every little bit of it. No, truth is I actually don't, and chances are I'm actually going to go back to this and make it better and possibly actually try to make something out of it. Because currently, it sucks. And I mean, it doesn't really suck, to be honest. It's totally playable. And as you saw there, when you die, you just kind of float above your body. But the health bars don't work at all. There's like some weird stuff happening where, again, if you step on a character, you die. The teleportation system, I hate it. I prefer free movement. So chances are I am going to go back to this. But the thing is, I just really wanted to make this thing work, and if I set my mind on something, I spend way too much time on it. So I'm kind of not wanting to go back to it, because I know that if I do go back to it, I'm just going to spend way too much on it. Also, I love the fact that when I saved this thing and packaged it up for Windows as an executable, it kept the name of Third Time Lucky, because that's what I called the project, because it was my 3rd time attempting this. And it actually kept that name. And I think, you know what, that's a pretty damn decent name for a game. So if we do end up making this a thing, that's gonna be the name. So I mean, if you guys have any ideas or want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, let me know. But there you go, I made a game. I did make a game. I made a game that has an objective. Kill all the zombies before they kill you. Except, you can't kill all of them, because there's no end. So, there you guys go. I did it. I told the Discord I would do it. It's bad, but it's there. It works, and it exists. So I would like to thank you all so much for coming on this lovely journey with me. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a like. But if you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too. And if you guys are not yet part of the club but would like to join, we have a Discord down below. We also have a Reddit where I want to see you guys posting your spice memes. We have a Spotify podcast every Friday, and it goes live on YouTube every Saturday. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, there you guys go. And if this kind of content floats your boat, Well, if you want to join the club, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.